I believe that if I were the benevolent dictator of the world, I would legalize bestiality where you are giving, you are pleasuring the animal.
This bombastic gentleman right here is Cenk Uygur. Cenk is the lead host on a company that he started called the Young Turks. Now, the Young Turks are a political commentary YouTube channel that it's just a couple of people that sit behind a desk in front of a webcam, and then they just talk about the news. They don't report on the news. They don't collect the news. They watch the news, and then they just retell the news with their own little bent. They do the exact same thing, basically, that I do, except for I don't pretend that I'm a newsman.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, now why? Why did that happen?
Now, I don't really care what people do on YouTube. That's kind of the beauty of YouTube, is anybody can pick up a camera, turn that sucker on, and then just start uploading. And that's, I don't know, that's an awesome thing. But when it comes out, when your videos come out there, and you start having these standards for other people, and you start acting a little bit like a hypocrite, and you start not seeming like very good people, then other people on the internet are going to see that, and they're going to call you out. And hey, you're a public personality, so get ready for the legitimate criticism. And remember, if you like the video, but only if you like it, remember to comment, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, especially when you guys comment. I'd really like to know what you guys have to say about this kind of stuff. It's really fun to chat with you guys in the comment section, and I can't wait to dive into this with you.
It's the dumbest thing I've said.
It really is the dumbest thing you said.
No, I'll tell you why.
Anyways, the video we're looking at today is called Cenk Wrote a Book. Pre-order now. JusticeIsComing.com. And this actually, I kind of got inspired by somebody else who makes a lot of videos like these that are really good, and I want to refer this guy, I want to let you guys know about him. He goes by Actual Justice Warrior, kind of a quirky little nerdy dude that just likes to sit and talk about, like, political stuff that's going on. He has a video called Cenk Uygur is Breaking Down, and it goes into some of the finer points in this. He's really good at going through the nitty-gritty. I feel like that guy just picks up a dictionary and reads it every night. That's kind of his idea of fun. So yeah, check him out on that one, but let's keep going on this video here. Let's see what Cenk has to say. It's all about how he wrote a book.
My whole life, people have been telling me to do one thing.
Well, I'm looking at your like to dislike ratio, and I'm going through your comments, and it seems like they're telling you to get lost.
And they keep saying this, especially since I've been on the Young Turks. Every friend I have, every family member, and a lot of you guys.
Yeah, my previous point still stands.
Will you, for God's sake, do this thing, Cenk? What is it? Write a book.
Cenk, no offense, actually maybe a little bit of offense, but I don't think people are here to get the written word from you, man. I don't think they're here to read the written word. You don't have that soft of a touch. Your entire career involves you shouting at a camera, man. You're like Jesse Ventura or something, getting all mad and shouting like you're some sort of WWE wrestler action hero. What? We don't want to read Rocky Balboa the book, man. We want to see him punch some stuff. That's what we're here for. We're here to see you act like a buffoon.
Fine, you win. The name of the book is Justice is Coming.
I've got a couple things to say about that, man. One, that name sucks, dude. That name sucks. Justice is Coming. Get out of your own ass, dude. You think you're some kind of badass superhero that's gonna write this book. Justice is coming. Yeah, dude. Hey, I have a second question, though. Who's Justice?
Of course! Subtitle, How Progressives Are Going to Take Over the Country, and America is going to love it.
And herein lies the real issue with Cenk. You see, Cenk has some pretty opinionated views on how the whole political world should be run. He's a pretty progressive guy, and it's either my way or the highway whenever he takes a stance on something. Either you're with him, or you're a piece of shit that wants the entire world to fall apart and burn, and you think poor people should die in the streets. That's literally Cenk's stance. And what he really thinks he's doing here, listen to the subtitle, which is entirely too long on this book as well. How progressives are going to take over the country, and America is going to love it. That's what he thinks he's doing. He uses this authoritarian rhetoric, how they're going to take over the country. You know what? I get what he means. He means it's going to be like a tidal wave of support because the people are going to get into it. And Americans are going to love it. You see, that's the issue here, Cenk. This isn't vegetables that you're scooping off of a plate and feeding to us like we're kids. You're not an adult and we're not the kids in the situation. We're all adults and we're all allowed to have our own opinions and our own beliefs on how our political system should be run. And you trying to shove yours down my throat like you're trying to feed me my veggies because you think I'm unhealthy, like that somehow makes you some kind of hero, man? No, it doesn't. It actually makes you the bad guy.
Okay. So here I got a hard copy with me here too. Is it already written? Nope.
Oh, I get it. You're not selling a book. You're selling a scam. Quick plug, you need to pause this video and go and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and probably TikTok as well. TikTok's a little more goofy with it. Instagram, I like to put up a picture a day at least. And Twitter, I just like to tweet all the time. You know, it's a great way to kind of stay in contact with me. Know when I'm pushing out new videos. I really appreciate it. Check out it. It's all at Yestervark, except for my Twitter's at Yestervark1. I'll have links in the description though. Check it out though, guys. Follow me there. The video will be waiting here when you get back.
Some of it is written, but I'm working on the rest. So what you can do now, it's not out yet. You can pre-order. So,
oh, no kidding? You're giving us the privilege? You're giving us the honor of getting to pre-order your book? We get to send you money for something that you haven't even written yet? Oh, goody me, man. What would we do without you, Cenk? Where would we be without your generosity? Thank you.
If you go to justicescomingbook.com, justicescomingbook.com, you can start pre-ordering on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all other outlets. Eventually, obviously, we'll have it on at our shop as well. And by the way, the pre-orders make a big difference because
then you get more money for something that you didn't even do. Cenk, you haven't even written the damn book, man, and you're out here begging for pre-orders on this thing. You're like, some of it's written, some of it's not. Your book is not even close to being finished, man. I don't know. If it was close to being finished, you guys, he would have come out with a release date. They'd have a release date on this thing. It wouldn't be up in the air, okay? That obviously this thing isn't close to being done.
Then based on that, Amazon and the others will order more books. And one pitch here, guys. So first, I'll tell you what's in the book, and then I'll tell you why it's potentially important to buy it. Okay, easy for me to say. So what's going to be in the book is what we've gone through so far, the battles that we've fought.
Yeah, I hate to burst your bubble here, dude, but no one gives a shit what your little, commentary channel has gone through. You guys haven't had that much of a major struggle here. You got invested in millions of dollars. You received millions of dollars. You received millions of dollars in investment money to start a YouTube channel. That's like everybody's dream, man. That was your challenge you got in there? Or are you talking about the challenge of your progressive movement, how you guys were able to ride up a couple of candidates that got really close to winning only to just lose it in the end? Is that, I guess, what the book's going to be about then?
And I got some stories for you guys. And some stories I haven't even said on air yet, and that'll be in the book.
More untold stories, huh? More stuff about how you think it should be legal to bang dogs or what? You see, Cenk Uygur, you guys actually ran for Congress not that long ago, and then some big news articles came out about times that he supported bestiality in the past. And you know what? In the defense of Cenk, it is kind of unfair to go digging through the people's past. I really don't like it, digging through people's pasts to find little comments that were said out of context. And Cenk's comments were basically said out of context. He didn't actually think it's okay to bang a dog, even though that's the words that came out of his mouth. That's super messed up to go digging through people's stuff to do that. But here's the thing. That is what the Young Turks is built on. Digging through and just peering through all of the other, only the people they disagree with is looking through all of their stuff that they've got and then finding little smoking guns and then just throwing everything that they have at that person, calling them a racist, calling them a sexist, and trying to destroy people's careers. That is what the Young Turks does. So the fact that their own impossible standard is being flipped around on Cenk just kind of cracks me up, man, and I don't feel bad for him at all. And I'm going to keep going out there and saying that he supported bestiality because those are the words that he said. And hey, that's their standard. If you didn't mean it, why'd you say it? That's their standard.
But also how we are going to take over the country with great detail. And I'm going to prove that the country's already progressive. I've already written that chapter. You're going to love that chapter. It is indisputable proof.
Yeah, it actually isn't. Progressives like to throw this out there all of the time. They'll throw out these polls. Oh, but 70% of people support Medicare for all. Oh, this percentage of people support this progressive policy, and this percentage of people support this progressive policy. Yeah, dude, it's really easy to get people to say, yeah, I support giving everyone healthcare. It's really easy to go to somebody with a questionnaire and say, hey, do you think that everyone should have healthcare? And people will say yes, dude. People will say yes. But if you ask them, are you okay with everybody having healthcare and it costing this much and affecting you in this way and you not having access to your private insurance, watch how those poll numbers all of a sudden plummet when you actually give people the full picture of what's actually going on. Yeah, if you ask people, oh, hey, would you like a steak? Do you like eating steak? People are going to poll and say yes, dude. 90% of people are going to say, yeah, I like steak. And then what if you ask them, would you like a steak that's $40? Do you think would you like steak if it was $40 every single piece that you ate? Oh, weird how all of a sudden the amount of people that like steak is going to drop in those poll numbers, dude.
That the overwhelming majority of Americans are already progressive. They just don't know it. Unfortunately, the number one reason for that is the mainstream media.
Oh yeah? And you know better, huh, Cenk? You know how to organize all of our lives so much better than we do. You have some sort of secret view into the world that nobody else does that makes you freaking like a prophet from God or something, huh? That's who you are, huh? You just have all the answers. You know how to run 300... There's more than 300 million people in this country, in Cenk, and you think that you know how to run their lives better than they know how to run their lives? The pretension from that alone, man, it's disgusting, and it oozes off of you, and it's why your channel is garbage.
They keep telling you that centrist corporate Democrats and Republicans are the center of the country. That is not true. We have absolute evidence that it isn't true.
Yeah, your evidence has been debunked. People aren't actually that in support of your old coot policies. Your policies aren't new and revolutionary, man. They're old. They're hundreds of years old. They've been tried a ton of times, and they are wildly inefficient in how they operate. I'm sorry, they are. They just are.
And so when progressives do take over the country, why is America going to love it? Well, there's also chapters on that. But as you guys know, we're not actually going to just only work for progressives or Democrats. Are we also going to give healthcare to Republicans? Of course!
You know, Cenk, I want to believe you, but the same day that you posted this, you also tweeted out that you think we should cut off funding to red states so that people could basically starve, so that you could starve out the poor people in red states. That's what you wanted to do. Then you tried to play it off like it was some kind of sarcastic joke. Here's the thing, dude. If 90% of the people don't get your sarcasm, and then you have to sit there and write a book about how your comment was sarcasm, then maybe, dude, it wasn't that good of a delivery, and maybe there's a chance that it wasn't sarcasm to begin with, you know? Like, maybe if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, maybe it's a duck.
Okay, are we going to look out for senior citizens who are Republicans? Of course. Are we going to increase the wages of Republicans as well? Of course. So when people see our agenda, and you can get past the mainstream media filter, it makes all the difference. And so there will be definitive cases on each of our policy positions and show you a pathway for how we can win on all of these things. And
yeah, we actually already know what your policy positions are. It's the cost doesn't matter. Give people whatever they want so that they will vote for us. And then pat yourselves on the back like you were some kind of hero for taking one person's stuff to give it to another person. Like that was somehow your generosity. Like you're some sort of big hero, Cenk, because you robbed from Peter to pay Paul. Wow, dude. Ooh, you're such a good guy.
And so the pitch part of it is if a progressive book goes to #1 in the New York Times bestseller list, and yes, that is definitely possible, and you guys can make that a reality.
Oh, and how do we do that? Oh, we have to participate in your scam. That's right. We have to send you money for nothing. Oh, huh. Yeah, we'll get right on that, dude. We'll get right on that.
Guess what? Then all the publishers are going to want to have 100 progressive books. Folks in media don't believe it until they can see it with their own eyes.
Cenk, you're so up your own ass. It's not even funny, dude. You're like the 12-year-old that gets a computer and he gets a computer and a camera and he's like, oh, I'm going to stream. And by the end of this week, I'm going to have 1 million followers. That's you, Cenk. Your hopes are so freaking high every time you do anything and you just suck at it all. Like, did you guys know this guy? He ran for Congress, raised as much money as the person that actually did end up winning, raised as much money as them. The next people that raised money didn't even come close to as much money raised. So he wasted a bunch of money running for Congress in a purple district as a progressive, where he actually could have he could have actually proven what he's trying to say with this book. Oh, people just need to be educated enough. So Cenk ran in an area that was half Republican, half Democrat, with this mindset that, oh, people just don't understand that they're progressive and I'm going to force feed it to them. So he goes to this district, he runs, he brags that he's in first place and people are really understanding now. Results come out, 5%. 5%. He lost embarrassingly, he lost so bad. He can never run again. He used up the money, not all of it. He used up a big chunk of the money. He used up his endorsements. He got endorsed by Bernie Sanders, who then retracted the endorsement because of his statements on women and bestiality. I mean, come on. The guy's an absolute walking, talking joke.
So that's why other progressive books doing well has led us to a point where we're in a position where we could go to number one. And if we go to number one, I swear to God, there'll be 10, there'll be 20, there'll be 100 more books just like this. And that helps to further get the message out. And so...
yeah, the self-awareness is so low. Dude, you sound like you're selling a cult or some kind of religion or something. It's a scam, you guys. It's a scam and it's all about power. And money as well, I might throw in. You guys should really check out that Actual Justice Warrior video because he goes into how this company, the Young Turks, they probably are in some pretty deep financial trouble. And they have been just begging for money in the past year. It's kind of funny, man. I recommend checking it out.
We have a platform and you guys are with us and we could make it go to number one and then unleash that. Right now, there's so many stereotypes in the mainstream media about how right-wing does better in media. It is preposterous.
It's not preposterous, Cenk. And I'll tell you why. We can look at a very real example because whether you agree with it or not, this is one that I think that that you can't refute. The Young Turks have been around for such a long time, and it's obvious that the only way to remain profitable and self-sufficient in this time when you're a huge political commentary channel, which is what you are, not a news company, you're a YouTube channel, is to have your own revenue stream where your people are donating to you monthly. They need to have like their monthly memberships. They didn't get on that until I think it was like last year, man. Maybe it was 2 years. No, not even. Like they've had a membership for a long time, but barely any participation in it. You know who came out of the gate running with that was the Daily Wire. They were able to grow way faster than the Young Turks have been able to grow. And you know, I guarantee that they're much more profitable. I guarantee it.
And we could prove how preposterous it is. So if you can, pre-order one today online. Again, Justice is Coming, book.com. Justice is Coming is a different website. You know, no, I'm kidding. It's a fine website, but it isn't about the book. Justice is Coming, book.com is the right website. But
you know, Cenk, I'll end it with this. The title for your book sucks, and the fact you couldn't even get the domain for it, man. That's kind of funny. You guys should have been on the ball on that. I thought you guys were like this hip new company. That's another thing with you guys. Are you like the new wave of progressive media that's super powerful, or are you helpless to the mainstream media because the mainstream media is holding everyone's hands? Pick a lane, dude. Which one is it? Anyways, guys, I mean, thanks for listening to me basically just rant about this scam artist trying to collect even more of these. It's young people who watch this. It's people who are 16 to 20 years old. Those are the demographics of the channel. And he's trying to just take more and more of their money for this, what? For a book that's not written about stuff that we already know. Yeah, we know that you want to give everyone healthcare, Cenk. That's not a surprise to anybody. It's not going to blow anyone's mind in your book, genius. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, of course, feel free to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram, and I also have a TikTok. It's all at Yesterbark, except for my Twitter is at Yesterbark1, but you'll find me. It's all got the same icon. It's the face with the glasses and all that good stuff. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of your day.
Because like, so there's like, was the case that we covered where there was like a guy or a girl or something that was pleasuring a horse, and the horse came to a conclusion, right? So who got harmed?
You know that people who are, okay, look, not to be a downer about what you're saying, because what you're saying sounds kind of funny, but a lot of people who are being raped can actually like have an orgasm. So like if a guy is being raped, he can have an orgasm. Like you can't say, oh, okay, if you come, that means you wanted it. That's not the right way to go.